to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, my goal is to give you a message that the universe has for you at this very moment. The first thing that I'm going to do is shuffle out one card from the Prisma Visions Tarot. I just saw the number 22, but we're going to shuffle out that one card to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I just saw 33. You can also, if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. Whenever I do universe readings here, I do ancestor readings over there, so if you're interested, the link to that is in the description. And while I was shuffling, I did get the Justice card, so there could be an idea here already about bringing justice to yourself within. There's definitely something here about healing. Oh my gosh, we have the Justice card again, which I did shuffle these cards. That was literally shuffled back in. I'm gonna get the second one as well. And we have the Knight of Wands. Put this on top. So the Justice card, like I already said, is about bringing justice to yourself, healing from something, finding closure, so that way you can also bring material justice to yourself. It's just that it starts within. With the Knight of Wands, this is about your inner passion. Like, I really feel like, for lack of a better way to put it, your inner child needs to be more connected or in tune with reality. I do feel something here about maybe not getting a fair chance to grow past childhood mentally and emotionally. Yeah, with 222, that definitely does confirm that. So your mental health is very significant for this reading. And the Knight of Wands is just like so telling, because the Knight of Cups, you know, they always chase what feels good, and it's the Knight of Swords that gives the Knight of Cups that courage to go after what feels good. But not all good feelings mean good outcomes, so I really do feel like there is something here about your judgment and being able to tell the difference between reality and fantasy when it comes to making decisions. But I'm going to move on to the next part of this reading with the Magical Dogs Tarot. I'm going to use these cards just to look a little bit deeper. And the first card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. So starting off pretty strong already, about some sort of material opportunity here. This could be like about your career, about a relationship, a project, a hobby. Could literally be about anything. Let's get another card to see, to get more information on what this opportunity is about. We have the Four of Cups. Whatever the opportunity is, you may not be seeing it, like, how do I put this? I mean, with the Four, there's definitely focus here on your foundation, and you may be spending more time alone, but it's like there's something shining out of the corner of your eye, but you're not really paying attention to the shine. Maybe it just doesn't feel real. So again, the idea of being able to tell the difference between reality and fantasy. Just how fantasy can look like reality, sometimes reality can look like fantasy. You know? So I really feel like this opportunity, it almost doesn't feel real. So this could be a spiritual thing as well, where you're struggling to have faith, seeing 444, and the messages and the signs that you're seeing, or just spirituality as a whole. I don't really think you see the scope of where that type of journey, like a spiritual journey, could actually lead you. I just saw 4, 5, 6. Everything happens for a reason, exactly as it's meant to. That's definitely one spiritual concept that beginners, I would say, I guess, need to learn is trusting that everything happens for a reason, exactly as it's meant to, in the way that it's meant to. There is a much, much bigger picture at play here, just how you have to stay patient with your own personal journeys and transformations. You have to also be even more patient with the collective journeys or stuff like that. I feel like there may be a need here to see, not only the bigger picture, but the bigger picture. Definitely look at things on a universal or a planetary level. Astrology could be significant. And you're also seeing 555, being reminded that your energy, your frequency, whatever you want to call it, your vibration or whatever, it reaches out farther than you will ever know. You are being reminded that everything on this planet in the universe is energy, and energy always the energies affect each other. I really feel like astrology might be something you could be being called to look into. Maybe this is the glimmering in the corner of your eye that you don't see. Maybe there's an opportunity to have more spiritual awareness, more spiritual awakenings, and that sort of thing. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune, where we're talking about allowing everything to happen as it's meant to, in the way that it's meant to. And I notice that this dog here is looking at the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you could be very focused on something that you don't necessarily need to be focused on right now. It's like you're watching paint dry. Something seems to be moving at a very slow pace, and you're being called to stay patient with that. And maybe this glimmering in the corner of your eye, that could be a temporary distraction. Whatever your situation is, you are being called to find or to obtain deeper wisdom and deeper awareness. I do feel something here about education, about learning something, maybe learning something new. The 10 on the wheel, by the way, is a reminder from all of your spirit guides, or rather, let's say a reminder from the universe that, the source is not your only spirit guide. There's also, depending on what you believe in, there's past loved ones, angels, yada, yada, yada. Basically, the universe is just not the only spiritual being that can support you, is what that 10 is trying to say. And we have the Page of Swords, which is so interesting, because the reading that I did yesterday had the Page of Cups. So I really, really feel like with this Page of Swords, you're being asked to tap into your curiosity, tap into that inner childlike type of curiosity. Especially, I just really, really feel like the universe is trying to guide you towards some sort of wisdom or information, but you're too focused on watching paint dry. I definitely do feel that there could be other things that you could focus on, at least just temporarily. If you are a tarot reader or you provide that type of service or anything, and your messages seem to be repetitive, that could be a call as well to gain more information and more wisdom, so that way your messages, you can have new messages and they can evolve, and that sort of thing. What's interesting though is the general energy was justice, or is justice, finding that inner balance, but it feels like you already have a base level of inner balance, if that's the best way I can describe it. And I feel like you could find more inner balance by taking your focus off of this paint and, getting curious about that glimmer. This is such an interesting reading. I just saw 1010, by the way, so another reminder from all of your spirit guides that they're here to support you. They want to communicate with you. They want to guide you. And I feel like with whatever this glimmer is, this spiritual information, or whatever, your spirit guides want to get involved with that as well, which is interesting. They might make themselves present or known while you're studying something or researching something. Take that however it resonates. But I'm going to wrap up this reading using the Secrets of Tarot cards, just to get a few more, just for a little bit more information. Oh my gosh, the Eight of Pentacles. Like what I said about learning something new, that's definitely Eight of Pentacles type of energy. That was probably the card that I was thinking of whenever I said that. Let me think for a second. It's like you still need to be in that patient Seven of Pentacles type of energy, focused, committed, and consistent. But I feel like you might have already mastered that. You kind of already been able to commit to something for quite some time now, and now it's like, well, what now? So I really feel like that's what that glimmer in the side of your eye is about. There's more spiritual information or wisdom or research or whatever to be had here. And it really could be about more occult things. So definitely you've probably stayed curious with this journey and, tapped into that mystery if you already have a base level of inner balance. But don't disconnect from that mysteriousness or, whatever lured you in the first place. Stay curious for sure, especially with the Page of Swords. I just saw 1212, so maybe there's something here to learn about communicating or boundaries, either a deeper level of it in your personal life or maybe something about the collective. It really just depends. But the 8 here is a message. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way. To let go, knowing that you deserve more. The 1, 2, 3, 4 message is a reminder that everything happens exactly as it's meant to, in the way that it's meant to. So whatever this is, that so-called watching paint dry type of thing, waiting for something very patiently, let it go for now, and it'll show up whenever it's ready. Have the Hierophant. Ooh. And it gets more mysterious. So the new information or new wisdom that the universe is trying to guide you towards, I just saw 1313, a message about good luck. This wisdom, it has something to do about your purpose. So I'm really starting to feel that this is more of, information about the collective. Oh, this is so interesting. I just want to say congratulations, by the way, for how long you've been on your own spiritual journey. I just saw 333. So for sure, there is some mysterious, spiritual, spooky, if it spooks you, type of stuff. There's a mysterious energy here. This information, also, if you're a tarot reader, if you use tarot cards, it could help tell you more about your purpose through tarot cards in some interesting way. It doesn't have to be tarot cards, however you communicate with the universe, but there's definitely something here about finding even deeper wisdom, so that way you can better understand your purpose and how you can make a difference and stuff like that. And we have the Sun, which I noticed says marriage. It also says happiness and bright prospects. The inner child has come up quite strongly in the reading that I did yesterday and the reading that I'm doing today. I'm seeing 444, with the page over here. So I feel like this deeper wisdom could have something to do with your inner child, or just the inner child in general, or could have something to do with loss or change. I don't know. It's very hard to put my finger on, but there's definitely more mysterious energy. There's definitely some mysterious energy here, and the universe is really, really encouraging you to find deeper wisdom, to find deeper wisdom, to do your research, and, you know, to stay curious. For sure. Let me see if I can get anything else from this. Oh, the marriage thing. Maybe that could be something that you're patiently waiting for, and that could be confirmation. But, actually, spiritually, maybe the type of information, I'm saying 555, that the universe is guiding you to research or look deeper into or whatever, is something about, you know, Egyptian times or Egyptian religion, maybe religion in general, especially with the Hierophant here. I don't know, it'll be different for everybody. But that is the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that is the best way for you to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly above the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Leave any comments if you have any. I'd love to hear what you think and to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.